right, everyone, welcome to AT&T's The Nines. Here we have the Cloud9 Halo team, and we're here at HCS Kansas City. We're just getting ready, and yeah, welcome.
Hey guys, my name is Zane, aka Pznguin. I'm on Cloud9 Halo. I've been playing Halo professionally for about 7 years.
My name's Emmanuel Lovejoy, aka Hoaxer, and I am the coach of Cloud9 Halo.
Hey, my name's Kevin. My gamer tag's Eco. Play for Cloud9 Halo, and yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Jonathan. My gamer tag is Renegade, and I play for C9.
What's up, guys? My name is Braden, also known as StelluR, and I am a Halo player for Cloud9.
Damn, that's probably...
I mean, it came out in 2001, so
it's probably
whoever plays in 2001.
Yeah, it's probably...
It could be all of us.
I played in 2001.
Dang.
Did you?
4 years old.
Damn, so that's like three
you
of
played
us.
in 2001?
Nah, bro, I was like 8 months.
Oh, shit.
yeah,
I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it.
I was like 8 months
So that's
old
like three of us.
So yeah, three of us.
Since the beginning, 2001.
Who played on launch day? You played on launch day?
I didn't play on launch day.
I don't know.
No, I went over to a friend's house.
Nah, I don't.
I went over to a
Played
friend's
Halo
house
1.
and started playing.
I think I got an Xbox for Christmas. So that Christmas, and then I think I played Halo 1.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So not too far after. I feel like who was the biggest Halo nerd is like a... It could go any way, because like Zane knows most about like lore.
Yeah, just like random game stuff.
Yeah, you've
I'm
seen
like in the middle. Like
I know nothing
It's
about
definitely
lore.
those three, so. Yeah.
I've seen
True.
a couple of the Halo episodes, but
Yeah, John was born, 2000.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
count.
yeah.
He's like,
No,
have you ever played
played
Halo
Halo
1
too.
campaign?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I respect that. I played like all the campaigns, legendary, solo, when I was
Same.
like 13.
yeah.
So
I did that
one
like
of-
5 times
one of them.
over the course
You
of the
take
summer.
it.
Yeah.
You take it. You take the
Yeah.
cake. I mean, I think I'd be playing Apex or Call of Duty for sure. I love esports. I'd definitely be competing.
yeah, esports.
I mean,
Dude, I'd be working at like Home Depot.
Not gonna lie,
I got no idea.
I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't playing Halo, I'd probably just be playing World of Warcraft every day.
that's facts.
So that's
you
my
were-
answer.
You were grinding that
Yeah.
before Halo Infinite came out. If I wasn't playing Halo, I'd be probably playing like a single player game like Mass Effect or like
This guy loves
The
Mass
Witcher.
Effect. I feel like you talk about Mass Effect
Dude,
like
I
every
love
other week.
Mass Effect. Can't hate on that game.
I won't hit on it.
What about you, Braden?
Counter-Strike.
Oh,
Yeah, either Counter-Strike or just not play any games at all.
Oh,
Just walking.
Just
Walk 10 miles a
Walking
day. Get that sunlight. Oof. Love
Yeah.
that.
CTF.
In Infinite?
No.
In any Halo game.
In any Halo.
What do you
CTF
think?
in every, yeah, I guess all
Capture the
Halos.
flag.
Except, yeah, capture the flag.
I gotta-
definitely capture the flag.
I gotta say Strongholds.
From Halo 5?
Halo 5 Strongholds. Because, yeah.
But I feel like Halo 5 Strongholds is really good, and the Halo Infinite is kind of like, meh.
yeah.
So I can't
for sure.
put that
That's why
over
I gotta
CTF.
say Halo 5 specifically, their version of Strongholds.
But kind of elaborate on that. Like, why do you think that?
So the reason why I like Halo 5's version of Strongholds is because at the beginning of like the start of the game, all the Strongholds are neutral, as opposed to Halo Infinite's version. Each team's side is already captured, so there's only one neutral stronghold on the map, which I don't think is like good. That's something they should probably fix, but that's why I like Halo 5's. That's what makes it better.
I think it's just the speed of how fast you can cap a stronghold.
That too. It's a lot quicker in Halo.
No, yeah, I think with what you said, like, you know, how they're all neutral in Halo 5, like, it's like more strategy involved.
100%.
Because in Halo 5, you could just do more. Like, you don't have to cap your own base, honestly.
Yeah, it's like when you start in Halo Infinite, it's like, okay, we already have one cap, we just need to get one to start getting points. Whereas in Halo 5, it's like it's a whole different consciousness of how you start the game and whatnot. So a lot more strategy.
I seen like, I think it was like Sab get like 21 captures in like one
In
game.
Halo 5?
Halo Infinite.
Oh, Halo.
I'm saying that would
cap it so
never
fast.
happen.
20?
That would never
Holy-
happen in Halo 5.
There's no defense in that game. Holy
It's just like, you could just rotate. You could keep rotating,
Yeah.
honestly, and just cap it.
That's true.
I was about to say, like, part of the reason I think Halo 5 Stronghold is so good too is because map design and like how long it takes you to cap. You're constantly fighting for that stronghold, and you can like get crazy stops. In Halo Infinite, if you're not already on the stronghold, like they're gonna cap it, and while they're capping, you don't get any points. So it's kind of like just lengthening the game for no reason too.
I feel like a lot of the strongholds don't have a lot of playable areas too in Infinite.
You just have to sit on them.
Yeah.
You literally just sit on them and defend them.
Like Rig in Halo 5, I feel like you can milk on the little like BR pillar.
You can milk and then
you
like
can milk, you can finesse.
like Eden, you can like thrust slide out and then like fight the guy and try to get him out of it too.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of open space
Yeah.
where you actually have to fight back and forth and not just sit there in a corner, cap it, and then move on.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Halo Infinite, Oddball is probably my favorite game mode.
But how do you feel about like this is the first time Oddball is different?
The best of 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
It keeps the match from snowballing, right? Like if the first round it snowballs, you lose, whatever. But you still have the next round to kind of readjust and figure it out. As opposed to in Halo 5's Oddball, it's like one team could have a great start, have the ball, and they just infinitely, rotating about the map, and it's just kind of over at that point. And
You can win those games fast.
yeah, exactly. So, Halo Infinite's version of Oddball is pretty solid in that regard. So that's probably my favorite, for sure.
I'm afraid of the maps.
You're afraid
Honestly,
of that?
like I'm afraid where they're gonna put them on the map. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like snowbally like kills that, like a lot.
I just don't know.
You're gonna spawn so far away.
Like picture like
It's
C
gonna be
on
fun.
recharge. Imagine if that's like a King of the Hill and you could just sit there. You can
it's
quad
different.
sit.
Well, it's
silo.
different because the way King of the Hill, like I don't have an opinion on King of the Hill yet. It's kind of like Oddball because they changed it. Because King of the Hill is like,
Oh, it's
it's
the
first to
60
3
It's
points.
the 60 points, isn't it?
So like once you cap like a hill, like it moves, like and you get 1 point for that hill. Like it's not like you like,
You're right.
yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion on King of the Hill yet. I think I'm kind of with John. I'm like, I guess I have high hopes, but not really. I'm a little worried about it, but it could be good because like you said with Oddball, like this version of Oddball is definitely better than the old version of Oddball is completely outdated, 100%.
Yeah. I guess we can't really make.
So it's hard. It's hard to. It
opinions
looks
on it.
interesting, but I'm not sure to be honest.
I think it would be good. It just depends where they put the hills on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to like us breaking it in, and
We'll be good at it.
yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, I think capture the flag would probably be the funnest in real life.
How heavy's the
Yeah.
flag though?
I don't think. I don't
no,
think that.
it's like
Nah,
summer
man.
camp. You grab like a wooden pole.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Oh, like that?
I
thought
mean,
you
it's
meant,
gotta.
like-
I feel like it's one you. Well, okay, that was awkward. You got to two clutch the flag. I mean, I feel like you can't like run around with it just like in one hand. So
Good in Halo 5.
yeah, I know, but this is Halo Infinite.
Good in Halo 4.
I don't know.
It's gotta. I feel like it's the weight. It's gotta be kind of
I feel like Audible and IRL would be fun.
oddball.
If we could play oddball in real life, I'm winning. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take the ball and sit on it. You guys are gonna lose.
I don't know. I have to go with capture the flag. I think that would be fun.
I'm
Yeah,
losing.
probably capture the flag. I don't know. Since it's capture the flag, I don't know how like who would be the best at it because it's like a team game.
Right.
Slayer would be easier to say like who would be better at like in real life.
I'd have least deaths in Slayer. If it was Slayer, I'd be least.
What are you,
killed.
corner camping?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
I'm
camping
moving.
corner,
I'm
I
moving,
guess.
man. Constantly, you gotta
shot.
constantly move. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like paintball, because like in paintball, it's like whoever's the most aggressive and is moving the most
Gets up on the map.
Yeah,
That's a good
exactly.
comparison.
Wait, is paintball Halo?
I mean,
kind of.
IRL.
Would that like be like Halo R? Like I'm trying to get like a, I don't really like.
It'd have to be paintball.
Yeah,
That'd be
It's
like
like
paintball?
with guns,
It's
like laser
literally-
tag.
It's
or,
literally
Like laser
us,
tag or
but
paintball, would be
IRL,
like
like
kinda IRL?
just constantly just in your face, fast paced, and like any team or any player that's like sitting is getting bodied unless you're just like high elevated in a like a
tree.
a
Just
eagle's
sniping.
nest or
Dude,
something.
if there's a nest and like a
Yeah, like IRL.
That guy's living forever.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting up there.
If you guys are doing like a 5v5 paintball team, what other pro team are you guys fucking?
like
We're
smoke,
bodying
like
every single one.
smoking.
Smoking.
Like
We're
Who would you
bodying.
get that, like,
Who
who do
aren't we
you wanna
smoking?
put on the
who
field?
do I want to put on the field?
Yeah.
Dude,
Probably
smoke.
Falcated.
Yeah.
I think I want
I was gonna
FaZe.
say FaZe too.
Yeah.
I feel like FaZe.
I think it'd be competitive though. I think it'd be competitive.
I think FaZe would be
FaZe
the
would be
most fun.
competitive.
Yeah, but that'd be the most fun.
I think we'd body everybody. All right, 3-4-3, make it happen. We got to get this. What is it? 5v5? Would it be
5v5
Coach?
paintball.
Is it
Yeah,
coach?
5v5.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we're
Make it happen.
smoking them, dude. Definitely winning Raleigh.
Yeah, winning rally 100%.
I think
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I think like everyone else said, winning Raleigh is definitely like an easy, not like an easy moment to, not like an easy answer, but I mean every time we like hang out, we went to LA like 2 months before the game came out. I
It's
think
like in November.
to do like content, and that was pretty fun. So if not Raleigh, I would say that be my favorite moment with the team, just chilling.
Shooting pool.
Yeah.
Playing horse.
Yeah.
Shooting pool, yeah. And then getting to visit the Red Bull studios and meeting everybody there, that was pretty cool.
Playing basketball was fun.
I was the best player.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You were.
Brayden was the best shooter. Just randomly had the best one.
We hopped on late. He just started just three-pointing. I was like, all right, I'm sick.
I think we're running at like,
I can't wait for this guy's answer. What do you think we're running at?
I think we're running at like 75% potential.
Yeah, definitely not our full potential.
Yeah.
That seems a
at
little
all.
high.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, to me.
I was gonna say 70. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like 65.
65. Yeah. I mean, I gotta be like realistic. I think we're running at like 70, 75% potential.
Yeah, I think the floor is really high, but the ceiling's way higher. So
100%. Man, that floor though. That floor is crazy.
it's a nice floor.
That floor
Yeah.
is. It's interesting.
Hardwood.
Where do you feel like that number comes from?
So that number comes from our rising to the occasion, and it's also factoring in our online, I guess, persona when it comes to approaching like scrims and just the online environment for us. Like all the guys are kind of like dispersed about, the country, and the element of ping and Halo Infinite and dealing with that online and going against certain teams that are more centralized. It's like we just experience things that are they're frustrating.
Tilting. Unreal.
Yeah, they're
I
frustrating.
think online, if we get joked or like get frustrated, it's so hard to bounce back.
Yeah.
Especially in a scrim. Like
Yeah,
it takes
especially
us
when
like
it doesn't matter,
It takes
like,
like
you know
3-4
it doesn't matter.
games
Yeah.
to get back into like going like hard again.
Yeah, that's why I don't also look at like stats like that, unless it's like objective stats. But other than that, like when it comes to like scrim outcomes and all that, that's where like the 70-75% potential comes from. It's just a lot of inconsistencies that we experience, and I know like other teams are probably going through the same thing, but I'm not worried about those. We're not worried about other teams. It's it's us. So, and then when you factor in like when we actually go on LAN. We just rise to the occasion every time, and we're still not hitting our peak. So it's like each event is just like a different, rising to the occasion, a different kind of peaking, and our potential is still like yet to be seen. I feel like.
I say like 60%. I think Amanda's being generous.
I feel like I'd answer the question in a different way.
I think it goes in waves.
Because it's hard to say like what, I mean, I don't think, because I wouldn't say like 100% is like the cap.
Yeah. Do you feel like
Necessarily.
we just like tap in?
Well, I just feel like it's
what's necessary?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like our potential isn't always the same, like what we use, I guess. Like online, we're not going to use 100% of like,
It's not possible.
unless in like we're in a tournament environment, then we would use 100%. But I mean, the game is evolving, and like, it's not really changing that much because it's kind of like I don't want to roast the game, to be honest.
It's a pretty standard Halo game.
Like the game is like kind of flattened out now. They've taken weapons out. Like it's battle rifles only. There definitely are things to learn, but I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to just using raw teamwork, and I think our team has the best raw teamwork in the moment. And yeah, but I mean online, I would say like.
I say online like 60.
Like 60%.
LAN is like
yeah.
90 or 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty bland. It's pretty.
Pretty
bland.
sad.
Yeah, I mean it's a
sad.
bona fide beta, in my opinion. It's nowhere near where it can be. Obviously I feel like, and we're just hunkering down, just getting good at the game and kind of weathering the storm, if you will, of just the state of the game.
Yeah, state of the game's pretty sad, like Brayden said. It's very bare bones, hard to like, play stuff all the time. Like you can get on, you probably play for like 2 hours, and it's the same thing you're gonna play for the next 5 hours if you decide to stay on. Like, it's not really going to change much. So I think, you know, in the near future, they really need to start just putting stuff out to make it more fun to play.
You know, in the past, Halos, it's taken a while for things to kind of like get, you know, to a standard that's good. And then when you think about Halo Infinite, it's like, how long is this really gonna take? And so it's like, is it gonna be another 6 months? And you know, when I view this game as like a beta, it's like, is the game not actually coming out realistically until like this November? And who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, my opinion on like the state of the game is, it's not bad. It has potential. I think, like I said, they've taken out weapons and whatnot, and it's pretty stale. Like I said, it's just battle rifles only. It kind of feels like you're playing like, you know, like Halo 2 or Halo 3 with sprint and slide. I think the biggest thing for me is the maps are just, I personally just am not a fan of the maps at all. There's just no sight lines, there's huge walls.
There's some Call of Duty
everywhere. Like we were talking about in the Strongholds part, like
yeah, like Halo 5.
You sit in the Strongholds in Halo Infinite and you can't even see anything. The only time you're gonna fight is someone is literally like within 5 feet of you. But in like Halo 5 or like
you fight cross map.
You fight across the map, mid-range, like the middle of the map can see you capping that.
Yes, and they fight you every
time.
time.
I think the maps, we just need better maps and obviously more content. And I think the game, I mean, I don't want to say it could be great. I want it to be great, but I think it's what it needs at least, I guess.
I mean, it can be fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun.
The game is fun, but like Zane said, you can only have so much fun.
Yeah, it just needs adjustments. It needs a lot of adjustments. I think we're over battle rifle certs.
I agree with that.
I think that was like an old generation. Obviously, we all love playing with the battle rifle. They should put it on the map to start off. With the battle rifle, it's boring.
Yeah, honestly, like right now, Halo Infinite kind of reminds me of like early Halo 5. It's not really about how good you are skill-wise. It's more so about how you're controlling the map and like, are you picking up the weapons and the equipment? And like, that's what it comes down to a lot. It's like, oh, he has the thrust and I don't, I'm dead.
Literally.
So it's like kind of lower individual skill, more so just like, are you on top of your P's and Q's type of thing. But you need a good mixture of both, I think.
That we didn't play that good and we still got second.
We played like,
I think
our
potential at that tourney was like 30. We were terrible.
We were awful.
Yeah, I think
and we still got second.
What Braden said, what everyone's saying is, that was our first tournament since Anaheim,
yeah.
and I think it was really good for us because it showed like what we're made of, and like we got second, and if we were to like look at that tournament and analyze it, not even do any of that, it's just very obvious that we were not anywhere as good as we could be or should have been. So I think it was like a really good learning experience.
It was just an eye-opener for Kansas. So
Yeah,
that's
100%.
Realistically, I mean, that was our first online tournament since before Anaheim.
Yeah, it's true.
So it'd been quite some time before we even got into like a tournament setting going into that, like for online. So I think it was great that that tournament even popped up for us to actually feel that again, like get that feeling of an online tournament. You know, getting up and getting our mindset and then plugging it into the tournament in however way that we did. And then having the outcome that we did. And then actually, you know, just basically like feeling the whole, I guess, the frustrations and everything, and it just basically got our minds like, you know, for what we've always experienced going into, you know, LANs from online tournaments, it's like, yeah, we're the best team. And, you know, this is the result that we got. And
it got me personally tunnel vision of like Kansas City. Like I lost this tourney, like I made mistakes. We didn't grind that hard, or we just played bad. Now it's like we just tunnel into Kansas.
Do you think it was like good sights on some of the new roster changes too that are kind of happening throughout like the pro teams?
Yeah, I mean, Optic obviously beat us. I mean, they picked up Formal. I think he was a really good addition for them. But I mean, LAN is LAN. That was online.
I agree, because we got kind of owned online in scrims multiple times before both LAN events, especially like before Raleigh. So
yeah, I think
too much out of it for us.
I think that tournament, because we scrimmed like every team, like including Optic. And obviously that tournament they got the better of us, but they didn't really. No teams really in the tournament setting like right now at the state of the game. No teams are doing something that like is unheard of or anything. It's just based off like who has better teamwork. And I mean, yeah, they just played better that tournament. Honestly, I mean, there was like vetoes involved, and we weren't playing some of our best maps. But that's not really an excuse. Like we'll hold the L.
I mean, I love playing new competitions, fun, but I think NA right now is just too strong. We have, it's hard for them to practice against us. And I don't think their talent pool is on like NA's level, so that kind of sucks. But I think like that Ascend team, I think they could like break top 8.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like the best EU has to offer, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I mean, we have Ascend in our pool going into this event, and that's the same. I mean, that's the same scenario that we had for Raleigh, as well. And I think that they're the best European team for sure. So it's interesting that we have them again in our pool. I don't think that I personally don't think we should like overlook them. I think they'll be better than what they showed, in Raleigh. So I think that, since they placed 12th at Raleigh, I think that they're definitely looking for something better, like top 8, like John was saying.
They can break top 8 for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, having international events is really cool. I mean, like with Anaheim, we just had the regional tournament, and I mean, you could say like it's the best teams, but it just feels like there's less teams at the tournament, so it's kind of like an interesting feeling. I don't know, when you have international teams at a tournament, it just feels like more full. And
it's also interesting because like not us in particular, but like Ascend could be like an exit maybe.
Yeah.
Like those matches are like on LAN are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see like the best Latin American team going against the best, European team, like in bracket play. That would be like really dope. Like that would be a situation where I hope that we're not playing and I get to like watch that series.
Wait, are the Knights in our pool?
PK Knights are
they in our pool?
I think they're in Pool B.
Okay.
In Pool B.
Yeah, they're in.
I think it's B.
They're in with.
No, it's not B. It's not
Fnatic?
B. It's Pool.
An Optic?
I think it's Pool D. I think they're in Pool D.
Okay, Pool D. Okay.
Because Pool B is Navi, is who I was thinking of. I think it's
Yeah,
Pool D.
true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's an interesting pool. But yeah,
That'd be a little sweaty match.
That would be dope. Like,
That's like a game 5, like 50,
PK
40
phase?
minute 50.
No, like
Wait, not PK phase.
like if Ascend and Pittsburgh Knights match up in bracket play, man, that's a hell match for sure.
Like loser, or winners top 8, losers own. Like
Yeah.
that's a.
Yeah, so hopefully the cards kind of play out for that to happen. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think, internationally, all time, Halo's always been NA dominant. I think a part of that is because obviously ping and stuff, you don't want to be playing people from overseas because it's like an unplayable game. I think with Halo Infinite like launching and kind of like booting up the esports really big again, and like having even a partnered European team, they're making a bigger effort to come out here earlier and try to get some of that better practice against the better teams, including the NA teams. I also think, with EU, some younger talent came in like towards the end of Halo 5 that are actually like pretty good, individually talented enough to like keep up with some of the North American teams. And over time, since like Halo 3, I think maybe one European team ever got top 8, like ever. And then Halo 5, they started to get top 8 a little bit more, maybe even top 6 like once. But I could definitely see like the best European team and then maybe even the LATAM team making some noise like towards the top 8 on a really good day, maybe top 6, but I don't see them making it much farther than that. I mean, as far as this event goes, I have genuinely no idea what's going to happen because I feel like everyone's been beating everyone, especially on LAN. I feel like random teams beat teams I don't expect them to, and it continues to happen, so no clue.
Yeah, I feel like with this event, since it's being like the 3rd event, and it's kind of like, flattening out, like people are going to place where they should, so that means teams will do better, and then teams will do worse. But I don't know, I'm not really worried about any teams, so I know it's not the answer to the question, so just kind of worried about us, but yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if like a team like Fnatic takes they continue their trend of taking all their matches to a game 5, because that's what they did in Anaheim. It's like literally every series just went to a game 5 for them. So that'll be like funny if that ends up still happening, because then that'll actually be like some weird like voodoo thing for sure.
I think 12th through 6th, like whoever places in those 6 placings could literally be any team.
Like
almost.
interchanged.
Yeah, like it could be
Yeah.
interchanged to like almost every
The 12th
roster.
seed plays 6th, the 6th
Yeah.
seed plays 12th.
Yeah, like I literally,
Gotcha.
I couldn't tell you. Like the
what I'm
EUs,
saying,
the EUs
dude.
could
It's
be
been
in
so
there, the
random.
Latin could be
Yeah.
in there. Some
feel-
AM teams and like in the open bracket could be in there. Like
It's just gonna come down to like game types and like.
Well, I feel like
Just-
online
I
has
don't
been
know.
more consistent. I feel like on LAN, people have been like beating each other.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't
That's
really paid
interesting.
attention.
I feel like that's been the case.
Yeah. Well,
Like, what did FaZe get at Anaheim? Like top 8? I did not expect them to
yes.
place that low.
Yeah, they got top 8.
I forget who they
Yeah.
lost to, but I didn't expect that. Like,
Who
you
did
know
they
what I
lose to?
mean?
They also Sentinels
Sun
and
and EU.
United.
Yeah.
But did they lose to someone else in like pool play? or something?
No, they lost to Sun.
They went 9-0 in pool play. Then lost to Sentinels and winners. Game 5, and then lost to United game 5.
It's weird because like United, they'll lose to like any kind of team online, and
They're definitely more consistent on LAN. I
they're
feel
better
like.
on better on land for sure. But still, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It'll be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Usually like game 5s or something like that. Like those are definitely entertaining because it's like kind of shows who in like in those moments could like perform the best.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's entertaining to watch as a spectator.
Yeah, you don't want everything to just be said and done before it's began. Because if it is, then people have no reason to watch whatsoever. You definitely need some randomness thrown in there.
Yeah, I think to kind of like add on to that, I think it's why like we kind of have like some very unique haters because
Those people aren't real. I told you, they're drones. They're not people.
we call them bots for sure.
NPCs.
But it's just like they're just hoping and praying that like we lose.
Nah,
And,
they're just real sports fans. They love who they love and they hate who they don't love.
It's just, it's just because like we've just been like consistent, and you know all these other teams like they kind of like shift or whatever, and it's just like I guess as fans against us, you know, it's like they're just like, okay, why aren't these guys fitting the trend? And it just feels like every time after we win, they just like evolve into like a new level of like hatred.
New level of hater.
Yeah,
Straight up.
and
I mean, the more you win,
wild.
the more people want you to lose.
Sure,
Yeah.
It's just kind of like,
That just goes back
It's
to
only
the
natural, I
randomness.
guess.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
only natural.
Probably eagerness for like, I'm eager for us to like, you know, keep it going. Which isn't like nervous or like anxious or anything like that. And plus I'm just a coach, so like whatever I feel I don't think it really resonates like or passes on to these guys. So
Personally, I don't think I feel nervous. I just love to play on LAN. That's
Yeah,
literally all I
yeah.
come for. Like, I don't really care about what's gonna happen. I just like want to play some good Halo on a good connection.
Yeah, I don't
Literally.
know. I would
That's
say
just
that-
the most fun
I
thing
wouldn't
ever.
say pressure is the right word because like maybe I do feel pressure. Like there are like when you come to LAN, like there's a feeling like nerves, this, that, like everything, and like that's a good feeling.
No,
and
pressure
not
exists.
everyone. No, pressure is in that feeling
In
of
the-
LAN.
yeah, like
it's
you could-
there. Like you feel the pressure, but
Like, if you're
it's
down,
not
like-
just straight like pressure to win. Like I said, like not everyone can handle that feeling or like enjoy that feeling. But I think all of us, it's a good like it's a feeling, and then like Emmanuel says, like we just rise to the occasion.
Personally, for me, like I see pressure as a good thing. Like I think I like playing other people when they're under pressure, and I like being under pressure. It's just two players at their peak, you know. It's like who's gonna win. Like I find that like fun, so that's why I enjoy LAN. But like if you're down like 0-2 in a tournament on LAN, it's so much different than being down 0-2 online. Like it's
Yeah.
not even. It's night and day.
It matters.
Yeah, it just matters.
People like know mentally like, oh, this.
It's just when
matters.
LAN comes, it's just different. Like, people can win all the online tournaments they want, but like LAN is just like, if you don't win on LAN, it kind of doesn't matter. Optic for me. I think that's our Halo Infinite rivals, to be honest.
I mean, for me, I don't have a team that I want to play. Like, I don't want to play anyone, honestly.
I want to play everyone. I want to play everyone.
I don't care who we play.
just give us the trophy.
Yeah, just whoever we have to play is who we play. Yeah, I don't.
No preference.
No preference.
You'll take on any
Yeah.
challengers.
I don't know, I love me a storyline though. Like a storyline going in Kansas is like, we're gonna lose the Optic. Like, That motivates me. That literally motivates me.
Fuels the
Respect that.
haters and whatnot
Yeah,
too.
it's just
they're
like-
praying for that matchup.
But they're
John
gonna
just wants to prove people
they're
wrong.
gonna tune in to see us like lose an optic win, you know. So like I find that like
You want to ruin their day.
yeah, it's
Okay.
just
I like that.
I'm gonna try my best not to let that happen.
I feel like we've only played against like a few of the top teams. Like we haven't even played against FaZe yet. I would love to play against them. But yeah, I like playing against United and Optic, that's for sure.
I mean, this when it comes to like matchups, like it doesn't really matter to me. But like, yeah, like I'm hoping for like us to match up against Optic. I'm just looking forward to us just playing like sound Halo. Like that's it. Like no matter who we play against, that's what I'm looking forward to, and just peak team, teamwork. That's what I'm looking forward to for us.
I guess for me, like I just want to play whoever's playing the best that day. So I want to make it to grand finals and then play whoever else makes it to grand finals. All right, guys, we're gonna hop into the AT&T 5G gameplay segment. Yeah, we're gonna look through some clips from past events, and this first one is of me. You guys,
You're like Tower.
you guys remember this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this show us.
You have a mangler in your hand?
Whoa, that's not. No, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping the mangler. Don't worry. Like I'm not a scumbag. I got a sniper and a heat wave.
All right, here we
All right,
go.
I mean, so basically, like right here, like, I guess like, I'm just trying to look over everyone on the map, whole top middle. I have the sniper, I'm just peeling everyone, I guess, too, but my job is basically just to hit shots and control the map. Checking my back real quick, just make sure I don't get flanked. I know they're 2 dead, I know they're coming off respawn, so they're probably gonna try to hit bottom middle. I grab the shield just in case someone comes mid-cut. I have extra cover, peel that guy bottom middle, and then I just continue to control tower. I think eventually I get taken out by nades, so I could have sat in a better position to not get naded, but yeah, just controlling the map.
I don't think I remembered what was happening.
It was a close game. I think I just
think
said,
it was
I'm sitting
dive.
tower.
No,
No,
You
I
were just
think
dying.
I died with snipe, and you took the snipe,
took
and
both
then
of
I
them.
watched you hit like 2 snipes in a row, and I was like, yeah, these guys,
guy's
it's
feeling
over,
it.
bro.
It was,
What game
we're
was that?
running these
Game
kids
2?
over.
it was game 2. It was a close game, and then getting those couple snipes kind of put us in the lead at that
And we had
point.
tower set up too.
I think I only died like 4 times that game. I was just tower the entire game.
Now we're gonna look at one of my clips. See me, I have I have rockets. Oh, I remember this. Just hold 4 rockets, pretty simple. Get 1, get 2, and then I 4 Ola, and then I thought the over was there, but someone took my overkill.
Who was it? Braden?
I couldn't tell who it was.
Dang. I bet it was Braden.
Who's that?
That's Kevin. It was probably B. Yeah, it was probably B.
It's always Braden who takes the overkills because he just like
Right
doesn't
there's
care.
how we
There's
gotta play.
no kill stealing in Halo. That's
Are you
true.
2 there? I mean, I had rockets, so.
No, I'm saying we're running at the spawners.
But yeah.
So like usually when guys have the power weapons on, that's like especially rockets. That's the person that I like to watch because I can kind of like fill in gaps in terms of information to that person. So because like how John was saying, he wasn't really saying anything. He's just solely focused on his positioning and executing whatever sequence play he's doing. So it's super key for someone like me to like give any kind of information that helps that person out to get that whole situation done, the best way possible. And so I remember watching that, and it was just pretty simple, like point and shoot, making sure he was watching his corners and everything. And once he got the triple kill, like in those moments when we get like triple kills, it's like we just keep our foot on the gas and just rinse and repeat on the opposite end of the map. And that's when, I look forward to us just like taking complete control over the rest of the games, like in any situation that those type of things happen. So I love that stuff. Love seeing that.
All right, now moving on to one of my clips. Let's see what I do here. Have weapons, shock rifle, sword. Oh, there's a grapple hook.
Ooh,
That guy's dead
nice.
too. And then I just jump out and try to get the triple.
That's stellar gameplay though, right?
That's
You
pure
gotta show
confident
them
jump
now. I
out.
gotta show them.
you gotta show them. That's pure.
Recharge, right?
Yeah,
that's pure breeding.
against who? Sentinels?
Yes. I think this is
Wait,
what,
when is
pool
this?
play? This was pool play, right?
It had to be.
They're up 1-0.
Nah.
Grand finals.
wait.
What is the grand finals?
Oh, that was the one when people were scamming. That must
When
be the online tournament when people were scamming.
Oh yeah,
this
this
is-
is
no,
the
this is
last Pro
online.
Series. Last Pro
Okay, yeah,
Series.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Before Raleigh,
Pro
I think.
Series.
We lose this, huh?
We lose that series.
Game 5.
Or whatever.
No. This is we're 4 Anaheim.
Yeah, this is the last
Form
person.
was on the team.
Oh,
we lose
okay.
game 1?
Yeah,
No, we 3-0 them.
they're up 1-0.
Oh,
It says at least.
never mind. Game
Alright,
They must have got
whatever.
up 1-0.
I don't know.
probably lost. I don't know.
Now, like, there's these moments in like certain games where certain players, they'll just see an opportunity and they're just like, I'm going rogue, and that's like one of those moments. And it's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things that like one of the guys will just get like an inkling to do, and they're just doing them, and it usually ends up like them opening the map for the rest of the team. And like that's like a situation where like Braden, he just knows that he can make that play.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, in hindsight, if you look at it and, like, break it down, like, Braden probably should live there. But then again, like, him jumping out, like, if he gets that kill, then, like, and if he jump out and gets that kill, that's where, like, players like Braden are, like, shine. Like, that's where, like, certain players just don't play that way. And then, like, it reflects in, like, I mean, they just don't get as many kills or, like, that's a good thing. Like, yeah, you want your players to play confident and just take risks like that. And last but not least, we're gonna take a look at my clip. So let's see what goes on. Okay, so it's game 4 versus Optic. Recharge strongholds. Running around with the Mangler. APG has a sword. He's dead. He jumps it off. I guess I'm capping C. We're fighting for B. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I came down here with the shock rifle. Like,
You probably thought they're spying long haul.
yeah,
That was a nasty
and then
snipe.
I kind of got lucky sniping that guy with the grapple, and then right here I'm just like have the shock rifle like head level. I guess I only get
it
2
doesn't share
kills.
double. You get another one, right?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I get another snipe and then I get flanked and die. So I guess it's like a good little spree, I guess. But
I think it's just a nasty shock rifle snipe. Like,
yeah, hitting the grapple
looks
guy
insane. It
was
looks insane.
really important, low key.
Well, I think especially with the shock rifle, sometimes like the only thing that matters in your gameplay is hitting shots.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing you can do, which is exactly what you were doing. So I think I saw this clip on Twitter at some point, and you just hit like 3 in a row.
Yeah, I remember seeing this like it was just yesterday. When he got that snipe on the guy who was grappling, I was like, this is a god tier clip. Like that's just a god tier shot. And see, this is like plays like that is why like all the young kids, the up and coming players in Halo look up to this guy because of those kind of plays.
All
And
the
like
young kids.
because
looking
it's
up
just
to
like the
Eco.
veteran in him is just like making those plays, and it's just like sniping a guy like that's grappling. That's just ridiculous. That's just a ridiculous
Yeah, I know.
play to make.
I would be going rogue. But you just back up to the side.
He's
controlling the map.
Yeah, I would have just ran by the middle and played for like a triple or something, but he just plays discipline and it just literally works.
Well, I was surprised because like I sniped the guy bottom tower, and then I don't know if I sniped this guy over here, but like I was so surprised that Tommy was pushing me, like flanking me. Like it just shows how much like they were valuing like the shock rifle like that early on, I guess. Because like they're like pushing me out immediately. I mean, I guess they're coming to cap C, but I mean, yeah, we are holding C and A off of that. So I mean.
It's funny because like when they make plays like that, they don't like react to it. So like me, I'm looking at him like, holy fuck.
It's another
Like
hit the office.
Yeah.
man.
Like
I mean,
that-
on LAN you can't really online like people would react more to like sick clips, but
There's
on
some
LAN,
flow state
but on
too.
LAN like it's the beginning of the game, like there's nothing to react to. It's like all right, like what's next? Like,
I mean, that's a nasty ass
You gotta
play.
stay like kind of focused.
That snipe is disgusting.
I feel like that's yeah.
Dude, I'd just be like, because
I don't
like
think I've ever seen someone else hit a sniper.
there's just
Like,
so much.
play it back,
yeah,
honestly.
like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Like,
think
that
I've
play's
ever
crazy.
seen someone get sniped like that in
Exactly.
entire.
I think I probably got lucky with the hitboxes or something, to be honest, because you're not hitting that
Bruh.
snipe. Like
Dude, you meant
being
like
humble.
That's what I'm
lucky.
saying.
Dude,
like
I think that's
got
a
so
one,
lucky.
I
I've
think that
never
might be
seen
a
that ever
1 out
again
of
in
10
my
shot.
life.
Like look how he look. Like look at that. You hit his head like perfectly.
Dude, that's why I'd be like, oh my God. Like during the comms, like these guys are like, calling out or whatever. I'm just like, holy shit, that guy just got shit on.
And then you see that as like a teammate, and I just get full confident. I'm like, yeah, I'm like ego challenge the next 1v1, like for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Just go ego challenge everything after that.
yeah.
Love it. All right, everyone, to cap everything off, we are going to get into this next segment, the Microsoft Stat Hub, and we're gonna look at some numbers. So here we go. All right, and this looks like this is the match against Optic in the FaZe Invitational. So let's look at optics. Optics assists, right? In this series, they're all over 30, assists. I think, Trippy, he's the only one that's under 30 assists. He's got 27, but that's still very close. Lucid has 38. Now, when you compare their assists to ours, Zane, he's the only one over 30 assists. Everyone else is under. Kevin's got 27. Braden's got 24, and then John, you have 17.
17 assists in 3 games. Respectable.
Yeah.
Main Slayer right there.
You have 20 more assists than John?
Practically. I mean,
Like 15.
That's pretty normal.
yeah.
That is pretty normal.
But it's just
Especially
like
online.
when you compare the two teams, like they have like a lot of assists as a team, and there's just a disparity with ours. So it's like if you look at the assists, you can obviously tell there's some sort of like teamwork synchrony there that's missing, perhaps. So, what do you have to say about that, John?
I mean, I feel like me having the lowest assists on the team is normal because I usually have the most kills. I don't think I had the most kills that series, did I?
StelluR has the most by 4.
Yeah.
He had 50, or 60, and you had 56.
Yeah, it's either me or Braden who have the most kills usually. I feel like that series in particular, I was just getting like super frustrated and like losing like the site, like losing like teamwork in mind and going for more like individual plays to open the map for us because we were just like in a series like that online, like you're losing, you're down by 3. Like I feel like it's either like you have to create something or like nothing's gonna happen. So I feel like I was in that state of mind. But I feel like if I went back to more of like a teamwork oriented and I just like, we probably would have did a lot better.
Yeah. So to add to that, the damage stats, Kevin had the most damage.
He always has the most damage. That guy doesn't stop shooting his guns.
Well,
I'm not kidding. Always.
Well, it's interesting to like look at it because, John, you have the second most damage, and I mean, looking at assists as well, it makes sense that, Zane has the most assists. I think that's consistent.
Me and Kevin go back and forth on that.
Yeah, I would say that for sure. But usually, John, you have like the most damage, most kills. So would you say you kind of like had like an off tourney, or I guess off
100%.
series?
That was a wake up call for me. I think I've been coasting, I've been kind of like coasting just because like we had no tourneys to see where we kind of like gauged. So I was like, I think we're the best. So I just assumed we were the best, and then we lost. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to the drawing board, see what we're doing wrong, see what I'm doing wrong, and like really think about it.
I think the thing that's hard about stats and like looking at them and reading into them is they really don't paint a picture of what actually occurred in the game. They only tell you who got kills, who shot their gun, and that's it. I think the thing with Halo Infinite, and I said it earlier, like in the show even, is like a lot of times it's not about individual skill or like anything like that. It's about like what you have in your hands. So like, yeah, I mean, you can look at the kills, assists, whatever, stats, but like in the end, like whoever wins, a lot of the times it comes down to just like whoever's controlling the map better, and stats won't tell you that. So you really do have to go back and like look at the film and actually watch what's occurring in the game versus just looking at a stat sheet. You can get a basic idea like, oh, we have low assists, we weren't using a lot of teamwork. Oh, I have low damage, maybe I need to be a bigger presence on the map. But yeah, it's hard to like really gauge what happened in the game without watching it.
I would say the only other thing to add is kind of what Zane said, like stats in Halo don't show everything because like sometimes not all the time, like doing nothing is better than just like going and like throwing your life away, aka like, like map control is really important in Halo. So sometimes just holding a position on the map to where you're not going to be like really doing anything, but you're allowing, like you're making the enemy spawn over in a certain area, and then like you're being like an anchor, I guess, in a sense, and then like your teammates are on like to the right of you, and then they push in, and then they're fighting, but like the whole time you're not really doing anything, but well, it looks like you're not doing anything, but you're holding the map so no one can spawn there. Like that's like stuff that doesn't show up in the stats.
Yeah,
so.
you're enabling your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of times that doesn't show up like ever.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, it's a general statement. Like you have to be very careful, analyzing stats because you could be just over-analyzing it. And, you know, I definitely agree with what Zane was saying. Like, you gotta look at the film.
And I think a thing about like Halo Infinite stats right now is we pretty much only have like objective hold times, captures, like kills, deaths, assists. In Halo 5, we had like what weapons you got kills with, how many weapons did you get, like how many kills did you get with that weapon, what was your accuracy, all that stuff. So if we had like stats for Halo Infinite where it's like equipment hold times, like equipment usage, what guns you're actually shooting, all that would tell a better story. Like if you went back and looked at a game and you're like, okay, well, we lost this, we got blown out, they had 10 heatwave kills, they used thrust like 50 times, like whatever, we used thrust 4 times, never had the heatwave, all that stuff, it would paint a better picture of what's going on. So I think if we can get some of that out of the API, like that'd be a lot better.
You know what would be
than just basic
interesting?
numbers.
Yeah, I agree. It would be interesting if like we had like a distance traveled stat and actually seeing how much movement a player is doing versus a player that's not moving as much.
I would love to see that.
I would love to see
It's,
that.
um,
stuff.
That'd be interesting too though, because like Kevin was saying, sometimes it is better to do nothing. I know there's times, especially in tournaments, where I'm literally just yelling, I'm blocking this spawn, all 3 of you do whatever you want together. And then I don't move, I don't shoot anyone, but because I block that spawn them somewhere not beneficial, it just screws them over completely.
All right, guys, that sums up the video. Thank you guys for watching the 9s, and tune into our next episode.